Oh boy. So we left Vitra here hovering, and he's been hovering the whole week, and he seems to be okay with it. So that was good news. Loose end tie up.
My wings are tired.
Yeah, he seems to be fine. I mean, maybe he's complaining about it, but I mean, he's not saying anything.
He is on the moon. He's just being dramatic about it.
It's probably. Alright. So, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we have wrapped up the 13th arc. Zero's now a paladin, Golbez is now a friend. Well, I need to be in the window for the sword. We got Azdaja. Behold the Azdaja. Got it. Yes! Extremely cute. Legally owns, Mitra here. Anyway. So we've got a whole bunch of wrapping up and probably cutscenes and everybody talking about how cool things are. And then it's the beginning of the end of the beginning of things. So let's hit it. Welcome back. While you're away, a rent in the fabric of reality suddenly appeared. Through it, we could observe you locked in furious battle with Zeromus. That was the... You could see Mariorum Torum in the background when you were fighting Zeromus. That's what that was referencing. At the time it closed up, we'd seen your victory. Well done, by the way, but we still couldn't breathe easy until we knew for certain you were safe and sound, and here you are, thank heavens. Is everybody safe? Happy nod. We cannot return Azdaja to original form. Vitra granted her a new vessel using one of his eyes. Her circumstances are unique, but nevertheless gave me hope that there may be a way to save other Void Scent. As for Zero, she has chosen to remain in her world and will do what she can to restore it. Yes. After research in environments capable of supporting life would be in use in the 13th. Day may come when the people of the Source and the 13th work hard and hand in hand. You could use your technology to do a Star Trek side quest first. Let's blah 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 blah. Let's see that the gate is closed and sealed deactivated, so go and get some rest. They're gonna close the door for us. Vitra is preparing to depart. Come, let us ascend to the Tower of Babil. Upon arriving in Garlemald, would be meet to inform Julius of our mission's outcome. Oh, we gotta go tell Garlemald it was okay. Fine. Actually, Julius makes sense because Julius isn't gonna be able to stare at Zero anymore. You got anything for me? I suppose we'll have to rename our Void Scent Slaughterbots now. A shame. The name just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Still, it's a joy to be of aid to the people of Atheris again. Living way not to be slept on. Rolls off the tongue. Wouldn't it be grand if we could make it possible for people to spend time in the void without protective talismans? It's not gonna happen. Oh, no, not that. I need to go to... Probably Tertium? Probably Tertium. Tertium. Yeah, we gotta go to Tertium. Hello, losers. Alice, actually, hang on. You got anything for me? Not really. We're back.
Oh, it's you again. Is everything all right?
The fuck does that mean? Oh, it's you again. The nerve on this child.
So you were able to rescue Azdaja. Thank the 12.
I guess we haven't actually done the Endwalker Alliance raid yet, so we can still say thank the 12.
Ingenious. It may fall short of cross-rift travel, but it's still an impressive achievement in my book.
You're too kind. Suffice it to say, though, that I don't intend to rest on these laurels. There's always more to be done.
Zero stayed in the void, did she? Well, if I had known it would come to that, I would have said a proper farewell.
Zero's thinking about you, buddy. There's still a chance.
Really? I don't remember saying anything profound. Still, I'm glad that she got something out of her time here. As the days roll on, things will change for the both of us, but some things will remain as they are.
Well, you said some things, not all things.
As far as I'm concerned, Zero will always be a friend and comrade. And I will never forget her.
In my mind, I'm like, is he going to say comrade or comrade? I guessed comrade, I was correct.
If she's working tirelessly to restore the 13th, it wouldn't do to be outdone here. When next Zero visits, we must see to it that you have a shiny new Garlemald to show her.
Alice say, what a smooth operator.
Indeed. And speaking of rebuilding, there's a matter I'd like to discuss with you and Alphino.
Have you guys done island sanctuaries yet? I heard it was bad, but I wasn't sure.
Word has spread of our dealings with Azdaja, and people are excited by the prospect of standing on our own 2 feet again. Naturally, it won't be straightforward. It never is. But on the whole, I have a good feeling about things.
In other words, it may be time for us to limit our involvement. That Garleans might take the lead. I can see the sense in that.
Oh, freeing them up for their side quest.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Oh, crowd shows up out of nowhere. What's with the stock chatter? I don't remember that.
Seeing as things are going well, we want you to take a rest. A proper rest. That's what I wanted to say on everyone's behalf. You've done so much for us already. Toiled beside us in the cold for far longer than anyone could ask. You've earned a reprieve 100 times over. So go on. Step away from here and head wherever you like. But if it were me, I'd choose somewhere warm.
How convenient.
I was thinking of taking a break anyway.
Far be it from us to go against such a heartfelt request. Though I would be lying were I to say matters here wouldn't weigh on our minds.
We could take a leaf out of Zero's book and roam about for a while. Maybe visit nations who share little history with Garlemald. Look for opportunities to foster future relations. We might learn something of recent foreign affairs that has escaped our notice.
As an independent party, we would be well suited to the task.
Well, on the nose.
Well, that hardly sounds like a rest at all.
To us, it is the best kind of rest. Stimulating and meaningful.
If it's settled, then let's return to Sharlayan and consider our options. What about the rest of you? Do you have any plans?
I have to go see a pair of legs.
To Lord Fortuno and his colleagues for their cooperation. 'Twould be meet to report on the outcome of our mission.
The second 'twould be meat in like 5 minutes.
Then it seems we are all bound for Sharlayan. Upon arriving, let us seek out Atheles at the rostra and have her notify Father.
That Picto casting wave. Are you gonna bring us there, or do you gotta teleport? The latter. Thankfully, I have a Still have a return on old Charlene. It's maybe one of the last times I use it before I change my aetherite. Ominous.
Right, can confirm Shadowbringers is accessible.
Woo! Alright. Stindian, I'm counting on you. Lost count of how many times I've come here, but it's apparently enough that the immigration officials no longer interrogate me. Yes. 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 Hello, child. Wait, aren't you the Scions of the 7th Dawn, or were, rather? I understand you disbanded. Yeah, we gotta go talk to your boss. Shut up and go. Audience with Lord Fultonal. You're in luck. The forum has just this moment adjourned. He's still inside with the Skolark. Blah, 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 blah. It's this loser. And that one. He's not a loser, though. Hello. Incorrigible children. We're not insisting with Garlemald's reconstruction. Our hosts are most insistent we take a rest, so here we are, but more importantly, Viola has news that she would share with you. Ah, we did it. Still don't know how to spell Azdaja's name. Do you guys know? Harnessing light from the first technological triumph that could have ended in catastrophic failure. Let's not dwell on hypotheticals. Like the ether from the Isle of Haam, you are employed the light for peaceful, albeit unanticipated purposes. Knowledge exists to serve the greater good, as my father was fond of saying. I'm inclined to agree in this instance. It's been established that world-ending crises and the reflections are connected to calamities in the source. As such, the strides you made in understanding the nature of and affecting a change in reflection may one day prove vital for mankind's preservation. Oh, Montichegne. Just drop that in there and nobody pay attention. Not bad, not bad. He was always the cool one. The forum will be eager to review your accounts thoroughly, for every drop of water serves to swell the great river of knowledge. Yes, yes, yes. Aye. Might we prevail on you to prepare a comprehensive report on the subject of the void and cross-travel both. He's going to write a book. You'll share these tidings with those who aided you. Mr. Dank, not of all, blah, blah. Off he goes. Ishtoli, write a book report. You have homework. Oh, growing light. We got the name of the patch. This is the last one. Obligations here are concluded. Oh, I got a phone call. Nidhana. You've returned. Wonderful. Rest assured all, yeah. Alright. Beecher wants us to go visit. We only just returned home to leave again so soon as you consider it. Fine. He didn't do shit anyway. With regret, I too must excuse myself from the attendance. Prior commitment required that I remain in Charlene for a time. Ha ha ha. Let not our absence deter you. Pray enjoy yourselves to the fullest. I have no plans in particular, so you can count me in. I might as well visit, ready and host while I'm there. What about you? Far be it for me to turn down free food, or I have a delivery to make to the first. I am a courier. Surely that can wait. Ah, of course, a Moria crystal. It would be remiss of us not to deliver it promptly to our friends. Also, if they are to transfer light and darkness between worlds, they will need command over the crystal tower. In which case, I shall give you my spirit vessel to take again when you arrive in the Crystarium. The sentry at the tower should be able to round up everyone for you. Once you've seen the matters here, come and do the feast anyway. So I looked it up, and I think running into Gaia would happen in this upcoming cutscene. And interactions that might have happened on the moon would have involved talking to Zero about guy whose name I cannot correctly pronounce. If you do all of the Cardinal Virtue quest lines, there is a side quest that involves the 13th, and you reference that side quest when you talk to Zero. Also gate. But yeah, if you've done Eden, which I have not, then Gaia, well, completed Eden specifically, Gaia will be here, because depending on where you are, in Eden, Gaia either doesn't exist or is busy. Or sleeping in armor. Hey guys.
Ah, yes. The king has already shared what they glimpsed in the source. The day is won, and the danger past.
It'd be Titania.
Hearing the tidings lifted a great weight from my shoulders. Never before had I taken on such a monumental request.
Small though it was, we are glad to have played a role in saving the Exarch's home. And yours. Furthermore, the endeavor served to reaffirm the bond between the peoples of Norvrant. Nurturing this bond, we will strive to be an example for the world Zero aspires to restore.
Here, this is a boss. Don't let this out.
Is that a Memoria crystal? I can feel it. The tremendous darkness within.
Seriously, don't drop it.
Using darkness from the void to restore balance to this world. If such a thing could be done. Well, well. Though night has returned to our world, darkness cannot arise of its own accord, much less in abundance. But if it could be brought here in like manner to how we channeled light to the void, it may well be possible to restore the empty in its entirety.
Empty housing when?
Do you still have that spirit vessel with you? If so, I beg you loan it to me for a time. I would use it to investigate a way to have the tower receive rather than send energy.
Spaceballs. It's gone from suck to blow.
Nice.
When's Spaceballs 2 coming out? I mean, actually go to the movie theaters again.
I thought it... I don't... Okay, obviously it hadn't been out then.
Maybe it did come out and I completely missed it. It's entirely possible.
Oh, it's 2027.
Ah, damn it.
For some reason I thought it was already out.
They were making the rounds. Well, Mel Brooks, God bless him. He's about 80,000 years old, and he's still doing movies. He could be fertilizer when I'm his age, I swear to God. I don't know how he does it.
I too need to explore new possibilities for my powers. My recent experience at Nabatha Reng has taught me that. To that end, I will set aside botany for a time, and focus instead on myself.
Can always do both.
Knowing
Neglecting
Zero
botany.
is out there, doing her utmost to restore her own world. It inspires me to redouble my efforts.
Cannot say that in front of me. Do you have anything? For so long I was told to trust in others. Feel for my research being misused again, that it may serve noble end comes as a relief. Yeah. Yes. Hi, Lena. Mighty struggle. I had faith you'd be victorious in the end. I doubt Not that the people. Yeah. I know you're a busy woman, so let's keep your rest assured, we guess. Bye, Gaia. Go to the cutscene room.
I'll BRB. Hopefully I don't miss anything too exciting.
You might miss a pair of legs.
I can live. I can find legs elsewhere.
I was like, I wonder if you left to be right back faster. Anyway, although I'm a humble servant, I offer you my heartfelt thanks for rescuing the satrap's beloved sister. But without further ado, my great feast to celebrate this joyous occasion is about to begin. Off we go. And the who stouted Whoville will feast. And they feast and feast and feast. They snacked on who pudding. Oh, carved roast beast. Feast I can't stand in the least. Past content orphans.
It cannot be. Oh, Vashan, my darling little brother. To think that I will never see you again.
The way you carry on, anyone would think he was actually your brother. Save your tears now. His Excellency still has one of his eyes, and he has made it clear he intends to continue using his vessel. You'll see Varshan again. Never fear.
Truly? But will it be the little one?
Personally, I prefer the adult vessel. It cuts a gallant figure and has superior functionality besides.
Ah, I don't care about such things. My little brother is little and adorable.
Sisters, give me strength.
'Tis a fine thing being so loved.
You sitting with Warrior of Light? Oh, that guy and a random NPC. Ah, she did Shadowbringer. She's awesome out.
Had enough of the revelry, have you?
Estini was just desperately waiting for somebody to leave so they can hang out.
What's next for our hero?
Oh boy, I have a bit planned.
No need to decide just yet. You'll recall our escapades in the Void began with a treasure map I paid entirely too much gil for. You can't force an adventure. It'll happen when it happens. And you'll know when the time is right.
If a stuffed squirrel starts talking crap to me.
Till then, it's good to lend an ear to others and their tales. And speaking of others...
Discussing each other's plans, are we? Alas, I have nothing exciting to share. I foresee an extended confinement in my Sharlayan chambers, compiling my theories on cross-rift travel. My research may be classified, prohibited by the powers that be. But so long as a bond exists between people, ever shall our worlds be connected. As it stands, a means to travel to the First is within reach, and I would be satisfied even should my research not exist in an official capacity.
I think she'd be more excited if it was illegal.
And what of you, Estinian? Have you any plans?
You jumped out the window.
He never was one to stay put for long, though I've no doubt he will make himself known when needed.
Precious! She's gonna meet the family! The living ones, that is, which is to say 2 others. Aye. As a lively feast was the nod and impressed upon me once again how dear Vitra is to his people. While as much as I like to linger, it is past time I took my leave. If you mean to depart as well, I suggest you call on Vitra before setting out. And before I forget, thank you for everything we learned and for everything we accomplished. I couldn't be more grateful. Goodbye. Cheers, Stola. The cutscene room. Actually, is there anybody over here? No, we all cleared out. It's Russian. Also, Azdaja. Hello, Azdaja! Aw, he thanked me! Midgard Stormer, look. Look. Look, he thanked me! Azdaja regards you with keen interest. Did you see? Did you see? Anyway. Hope you enjoyed the festivities. To be able to celebrate Azdaja's return with everyone was moving beyond words. So cool. Lest you wonder, I've chosen to use this vessel for now, the better to escort my sister around Rite Haam. This leaves my true form without an eye, but I do not anticipate having need of it in the immediate future. See previous conversations about sweet alchemy monocles. Long have I dreamed of showing Azdaja my beautiful city, a glittering jewel born of unity, and I shall relish every moment of it. Now then, I believe we'll still understand you have embarked on their respective journeys, but have you yourself business elsewhere? If not, you're welcome to remain here as long as you like. Should offer import arrives, we will inform you. But till such a day arrives, I bid you take your ease. We've been bid to take our ease. Meanwhile, in old Charlian.
Everything appears to be in order.
Cryo plays rock, paper, scissors with the wall. Cryo somehow loses.
Oh, finished at last.
Also, hello, Crobat, if I didn't say that before. Did I say that before? I don't know.
How nice would it be to have a mammoth to handle such tasks? Now then, let's have a look at you. Quite old, this letter. We'll need to store it carefully. Addressed to Grandfather, and come all the way from Tuliolal, from a Gulu someone.
Ja, she just thought was a silly word.
Oh, the ink's too faded. Hardly anything is legible. Come on, give me something. A commission to investigate the Golden City in Tural. How odd. No one ever mentioned such a commission.
nor have I seen any records. Something else in here. What an unusual earring. How does it relate to the petition, I wonder? Oh, did you go there, Grandfather? To the Golden City in Tural?
Hi, Thaliak. How about...
Back again already, after making a show of leaving.
Hello, legs.
Well, this is it. Charlene, quite a far cry from Tuliolal, yes? Come, let's go and find your candidate. Our adventurer friend.
The legs that drove us wild with speculation. What do we got here? Growing light. Alright, what do we got here? When one door closes. Viola, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Eldessian require your request your presence in Charlene at your earliest convenience. And dead as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Beldessian Annex. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Azdaja the city. From notable landmarks to people's lives, there's still much more for to see. Farewell for now. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Oh, I get to use my Charlie teleport twice. Who knows how many more times I'll be able to use it. To the cutscene room in Old Charlie. I require the use of the cutscene room. Oh, the meeting is outside the cutscene room. Krile, you have your hair down. Thank you for coming. Forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Funny boy. I imagine you're surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wished Viola to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Should we talk to 3 people? Talk to 3 people at the stadium! Bye. It's Vade Darkblade. Running very loudly next to my ear. Oh. I doubt you have anything for me. Oh. Where then? Where's Erenville? He's in the cutscene.
Erenville!
This door is closed a little quickly. I mean, they always do. I was just looking at them, just like, you can like kill somebody if they're moving that fast.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
Yeah.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
Somebody commissioned tacos.
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
The dramatic reveal!
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Hi.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Wuk Lamat, claimant to the throne of Viola.
This was the moment that we realized that they didn't screw up Femrots and everything would be fine. The first part was true.
Viola.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The rite of succession, taking the form of a contest. It will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you.
Yeah, this chick's a walking cheat code. You should just borrow her, Wuk Lamat.
A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Erenville does so much to try to save Dawntrail.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuk Lamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Apparently we have Grahatir as our legal counsel.
Viola is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it?
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met.
That'd be nice, but you can't.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
I'm back. Has anything terrible happened? Oh.
We found her!
But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valigarmanda.
It doesn't involve the... Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Wait,
what? Damn it!
Did this line just slip from mind?
Oh, wow.
Wait,
we're not
okay.
even in the Dawn Trail. Okay. Oh man. So you know how we were talking about how dealing with Valigarmanda would like actually be an interesting way to present the trial instead of the contrived bullshit they did? That might have been the plan at one point.
Yeah. See, while some people may debate on who the main character of Dawn Trail may have been, like who was intended to be the main character of Dawn Trail, I feel like they must have re-scrambled and tried to get things out as quick as possible towards the end. And
this is
I'm thinking they had a game plan that apparently got thrown out the window.
This is fascinating. Man. I can't. I need to parse this. It needs to roll around. Okay, we're good. Excellent.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
This is strictly a rumor, nothing more. Asshole responses.
Well, the details of the contest have yet to be announced. But the rumors come from someone involved in the preparations. So I'd say there's more than a grain of truth to them.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Unless Wuk Lamat is either stupid or conning, which would be fascinating. I think stupid, though. Stupid makes sense. Continue.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
It's her. Alright, what do you got? So long and short of it, at the very least, I ask that you go on this hunt of hers and take her measure for yourself. Ow. Take her measure. She's being useless. We're for a hunt. The stronger the prey, the better. A chance to see not only Tyrell, but the fatal Golden City besides. It's the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. Let's begin to rectify that first by getting acquainted with our visitor. Sure, let's go kill things. Not certain what might be a suitable location for a hunt. While I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from the researchers on the Isle of Haam. You went there not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course, but according to the recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. A part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. Isle isn't far, and you know, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Just so you know, hone my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tyrell. Whoever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight or land before you have the chance to get blah, blah, blah. Is that supposed to be Kawana?
What was typed in chat, or?
Yeah. Where we can prove ourselves capable.
So, yes.
Endwalker companions. My apologies, but I must do some preparations. Yeah. She's gonna go become a Pictomancer. The rest of you are ready. Let's head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it'll be simple enough to secure the vessel. Oh, nope, faster to go backwards. Gorsormra, it's a Femroth, isn't it exciting? Finally. Hello, YCP. Neither of them are gonna. Erenville, maybe. You have the loan of a ship from one of the captains, a cheery fellow. Yeah. Whatever. So we have to take a ship and it's barely on dry land. Yeah. Oh, early shades of her not liking sailing. Interesting. Hey guys, remember this? We're the Coca-Cola polar bears.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural.
That statement doesn't make sense until you do the society quest where it's like all snow.
Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Haam. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
There, name drop.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan?
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studium? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? And such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
So up until recently implies that he went back home, likely for the either because he graduated or for the rite of succession.
The researcher should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
Let me out.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Savage. We've killed these guys, we're fine.
Don't them riled up, but I'll take down any that think to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Look! Someone's in trouble.
Interesting, they sprinted over.
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
Got him. Hello. Hard-pressed surveyor. Thank goodness you've come. I think you're the one who answered our petition. Viola, the adventurer who saved our star. Without your meeting, would be under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here. I suddenly found myself surrounded. I find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Let me out. Here we go.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
You can tell it was him because the exclamation point over his head. Hello, distressed researcher. Adventurer come to enter my position. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill to aid us. Creatures of unknown origins have been sighted in the island in recent days. We believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond the gate are worse affected. Task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you find anything, we'll be most grateful if you could share it.
I'll handle this.
Oh, we're done.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
The beast cark ass. Ravaged beast remain torn to shred by sharp talons.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Off we go. We're chatting to each other. Has to be a clue here somewhere. How large do you suppose it is? Oh, they're following me. La. Are they? No, they weren't. They're being weird. Tattered plumage. Feathers scattered across the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
It's leavings! Cloying sense of fresh leavings. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Animals are worked up into a frenzy.
If they're spoiling for a fight, hey, got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
We've had a dead body, some feathers, and poop. That must be useful. Cutscene.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing?
What is that thing? What is that thing?
It speaks?
It took the bird. The bird took the other bird.
It's heading towards the falls.
Thank you,
I'll stay
Graha.
with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Wuk Lamat.
Right.
I've been in this boss arena before.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Shut up already, you blasted bird!
Look out!
Wuk Lamat with uptime?
I've never seen such an enormous colony.
Not good. Quickly, gather together. I've got you.
That was too close.
Made my dot fall off. Stupid dog. You made me look bad.
For that.
My cuts. My cooldowns.
Thank you.
Come on. I could be right here. Raha starts spamming.
Try this.
So I'm still jealous. I want a DPS limit break so badly.
Flame Dragon, I forgive tanks, DPS, limit.
I know, shut up, I want this! I just want it, okay? I want the thing I can't have. Darius just gets a finish. So I didn't internalize how much of like a Monster Hunter character they were like building her up to be here.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
And my bow. Wait, I did that wrong.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks? Dirty tricks?
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Leave this to me. Have at you.
Dana.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
OCP, can I have a job that's DPS?
After
There you
hearing
go.
of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuk Lamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
I think as of, she was like generic conjurer, white mage prior. I think you can see her in Eulogia in the background, like doing white mage stuff or conjure stuff, depending on whether or not she had the job stone for that. But
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Hydaelyn. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
Contribute?
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
okay, Yamcha.
Ouch.
Indeed.
There's nothing I can say to her that's going to be worse than what the story does to her.
I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal.
Tuli Yolal.
It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives.
So earlier on, like earlier on in the Pat's content, Krile mentions that like she has a task for us. But wait until you finish out the whole 13th thing. And now, like, we're getting the impression she like stumbled upon this rather than explicitly something she's been sitting on.
The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
Wuk Lamat, the here-to expert on 50-year-old letters.
My father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuli Yolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one.
English.
The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal, We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
I don't remember her doing this. Let's eat everything we kill.
That
thing. Later.
Nope, this is very much only for this moment.
There are some aspects of her character that like do remain, like sort of the friendliness, the bravado, and the wait, you're not actually not a little bit of the scared cat, brave cat things. Yes. What an exciting hunt it was, and now it's time to savor the reward. With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves a matter of the Calibri meat. For better or for worse, there's really only one place we could take it here in Charlie and the last stand. I mean, sure, why not? Not worth arguing that. Extreme semantic point. Hello, Worldly Affairs official. Just jamming way. You're doing a society quest, aren't you? Oh no! Sigma Dreamscape. Hello, Dick On. I probably made that joke already. I'm sorry, guys. Or am I?
I've made that joke about like every time I see it.
Never mind. Dick On knows what's coming.
What Daddy does.
Ah! Get him! Get him! Final Fantasy XIV food porn.
Come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Azdaja after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Don't ask me about my
if
accent.
If going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace.
That would make the Dawn Servant like 100 years old. I don't know how...
But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy.
I don't know how Gulja life expectancies are, and whether or not being a gifted double-headed child extends it. But that's a long ass time, which actually makes him look even worse. But not bad for a 100-year-old geezer. I have to ruminate on that particular detail in the context of Dawn Trail.
Myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
So we'd known this already, that Wuk Lamat sort of already wanted to do this, but decided that if Zeralja wins, Zeralja's going to be a tyrant, and that's no good.
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
Man, she hasn't even seen me talk to 3 people yet.
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Yeah, we don't get this again. I don't mind the himbo-esque qualities here, or I guess bimbo-esque qualities, as it were. But bimbo's a different thing. Anyway, I enjoy this character who is not the one that's in Dawn Trail.
Yes, I was going to say that this introduction to the character I'd have no issues with. Well,
yeah,
I have a different sort of issue with this in hindsight. I didn't have a ball. It wasn't really that ball of this introduction, and it just makes it more of a letdown later down the line.
Yeah, because like sort of taking it all in, you're just like, you finally see Femrots. You're like, thank God, they look good. And then and then you look at her, she's like, okay, she's like not quite a spoiled princess. Like she's got stuff going on, but like there's that part of her. And then here's this chick who fell off the Monster Hunter World ship. Or like, okay, we can there's something we can work with here. There's flaws, there's interesting things. So like going into it, we're like, all right. A pretty strong introduction to a new character who we're like, well, we're gonna be hanging out with you a lot, so I hope you're cool. Here. While the Wuk Lamat has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she cares deeply for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission success with the guild ship. Blah, 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 blah. Except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. Night World Silver Piece? Allegan Silver Piece. I miss Night World Silver Piece. Hello, Graha. Dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuk Lamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider an invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Oh, go read. This is the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. Are there picture books? Talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Yay, books. Goddamn nerds. Surrounded by nerds. That's not even near an Aetheryte, is it? No, it's not. The worst. Sprinting's the new meta. It's actually not even the new meta anymore, it's just the meta. It's a blue-covered book. Oh, here to mock me already. Origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallachia tribe in the distant continent of Tural. It'd be great to go there! I'm mad. I can't even read the rest of this. I'm just too mad. I don't know if me banging on the table in this stereotype came through the mic at all. Probably not. I totally did just bang the table with my fist in just outrage. Geopolitics of Hydaelyn. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents and Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. Case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such is the way of it until the leader of the Mamulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly is a testament to the autarch's greatness.
I think next time you bang the desk, you need to have a bowl with a spoon in it.
It'll rattle around. That's a good point. Flora and fauna of Tural. Every land has been given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become familiar sight in Eorzea, and many more exist that are rarely seen outside of the Indo Keep, this tome introduces a select variety of species. The alpaca, the wyvern, ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural, and Wilja have succeeded in taming them and utilizing their prodigious strength and manual labor. In their immense size and power, it comes as no surprise that the wyvern is also employed as a siege beast. Valigarmanda, apparently just in the dictionary next to the llama and the rhinoceros. Sure. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is absolutely certain. But never mind. We're building intrigue here. Maybe they're being coy about it. It's like, oh, here's this legendary creature. Maybe it exists. Wink. It's fine. I'll allow it. I'll complain about it, but I'll allow it. Is it possible to adequately discuss the Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, far western continent of Tural? Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto, those crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World as the places known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when the Lamentin sailor named Ketin Ram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the hitherto unknown continent. Ketin Ram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He's even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with his permission to roam freely. Ketin Ram would later return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root, vegetables, and seeds to bring back to Lemsa. The most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value so quickly spread. Produce was far from the only bounty his expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends, such as that of the Golden City, reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketin Ram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish a chance to blah 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 blah. Somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Scout the library to satisfaction. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. Sure. Come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? We're just having a city. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. Pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Oh, we're supposed to be interested in something. Rather taken with the tale of Ketin Ram, Popoto's, the legendary city of gold! Gold. Suspected any mention of City of Gold would catch your eyes, truly mystery among mysteries. Here's a city whose location is unknown, that no one has ever seen, and yet whispers of its existence continue to persist. Countless souls have set off in search of it, never to return. I can imagine it being a suitable challenge for the ritual of succession. Interesting speculation there. I guess it makes sense. Moving on, did you perchance learn of the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I read about alpacas. I'm not giving you the satisfaction. In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people where they're less fleece, and blah, blah, blah. It's those two. Fancy running into two of you here. Research of your own. Hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that we benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Azdaja, they will next look to foster relations with other nations, including former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history of how neighbors of differing races and blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. We hung out with a chick. It was cool. A little weird. Every time she makes a fist, I just imagine her claws just digging into her palm. Yes, it's precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tuliol ourselves. The contest. Is Viola the only one allowed to help Wuk Lamat? There's no mention of such restrictions, I recall. On the contrary, Wuk Lamat gave us the impression that she would have several champions. Think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, we have planning to do. At least he smells blood. Got him! Ah! No way! Holy crap! You better, yeah, that better be for realses. Everybody, Tatsu has defeated Elden Ring DLC. It's a momentous occasion. How does it feel to be, like, one of the best people?
I mean, I think it's pretty awesome, personally. I quite like myself a lot.
Now I have two friends who are the best people.
He's pretty good too, yeah.
Wow. Not letting him have an inch of it. No. You're not letting him have an ilm of it. Still playing 14. I gotta be in character. Twink is beautiful. God bless. I have questions. So actually, I mean, I was watching you prog on it, and I'm guessing it really is he attacks you 20 times, and then you just scrape him in the knee, and eventually he just has too many knee scrapes. Absolutely gangbusters. I'm so happy. It's been done. It's been done. Anyway, Alfino was talking. I ignored him. Never could rest on their laurels. To the Annex! This of course means that now you can do it. You can do it as dog. Now that you've done it as Beast Cleric. I mean, if you want. Yeah, you learn the 1 second windows. You can do things. That sounds about right. Absolutely killer. I cannot. We were all here for the moment. It's very special. There it is. Gra's gonna be prissy with me. A moment. Because I think we're gonna have the same dialogue answer. Gra, you're staring off into space.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuk Lamat's request?
Yeah. So my warrior of light would hear this whole thing just like, this sounds like trouble, and say no. Which is the asshole answer, so there's a rare chance of overlining. And Graha's gonna be mad that we said no.
If only others had the same good sense. If the prospect troubles you, sir, why not consider what you stand to gain instead? That is an exciting journey to a faraway continent.
Still a chance. Think about what you could do.
In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you might find yourself moved to help Wuk Lamat after all. And if not, well, you quietly take your leave. A brazen plan, perhaps, but one that befits a veteran adventurer, you must agree.
I tried to leave multiple times, he wouldn't let me.
He wouldn't let me. I've refused the call to adventure. You can't do that.
Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon.
This is something that really started to bother me in the patch content, that they built this up as this mysterious place and nobody goes there, and then you start to learn the lore about, like, there's all sorts of, like, Bermuda Triangle level shit going on, so you can't really go back and forth. And the Mamulja who came over here are sort of they're just mercenaries who couldn't go anywhere, but that's fine. But then, like, when you're running around in patch content, like, everybody's going back and forth all the goddamn time all of a sudden. Well, maybe it's a rite of succession thing, but it's just like every event that shows up, there's like some other person from the Arcadian who's just hanging out and just like, yeah, I just wanted to go to Old Dom. Just like, you're ruining the mystery. There's no more mystery anymore, guys.
The experiences to be had. All the things you might hear, feel, and think.
He said the line.
It's enough to
when I heard this, the hear, feel, and think things, something about him saying that out loud set off an alarm bell. I don't know what it was exactly at the time, but something worried me. The fact that he just said that line verbatim the way that he did.
It felt a bit script ready. Campy, weird.
Life
the warning
is
of things
a
to
series
come.
of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Graha, I literally taught you that. That was your entire arc.
But there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Bye.
If memory serves, I think another character's about to do the hear, feel, think thing at some point soon.
Thancred drops it, but much more subtly. Oh, speaking of Thancred. In Dawn Trail itself.
Oh, it'll be so cool when we get to have a contest with him and Erenville later on. Oh, man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
My balls have turned blue just mentioning it. How dare you? My balls were perfectly fine. I cannot wait for this. I can't wait for it, in fact. I have been waiting for quite some time. Can I go in the cutscene room, please? How about you go fetch everyone? Staring at the map. Yaktaral's not on this map. What's going on?
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
Boldly go where I've never gone before. Yes or also yes. The beginning of a long trend.
I pre-ordered the expansion and might as well.
Might as well.
You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
Were we ever compensated for our troubles? That's a good question.
You know, I was about to ask that question. You gonna tell me that the guild that we got per quest is enough? We were kind of hoping so, because I'm getting sick of seeing you, but alright.
You're talking to Alfino, I assume.
Alfino, Alice, what are you?
Yeah, I was talking to Alfino and
Sora, Donald, Goofy. What are you doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuk Lamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
Howdy.
Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Levier.
This is also another part of Wuk Lamat's story.
Alize.
I'm talking over Alphino because I don't respect him. That like Wuk Lamat has like a good memory for people and stories, which is a pretty cool trait. And I think that part does somewhat survive through Dawntrail.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
That look from Krile, I think she just read the Dawntrail script.
Krile, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was.
Still an Endwalker.
Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Azdaja's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
Yeah, I can punch my hand too.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There.
We've updated the map.
My friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure.
Mericidia! Oh, damn it.
Enjoy this song one last time, because you ain't gonna hear it ever again.
Go right, go right and down a little. No. Fine. Woo! Change scroll speed. Whee! Oh yeah, there's only the 2 speeds. Right, scrolling text?
Alright, so how much did we hate the patch content and then we went through it a second time?
Yeah. So, it's a lot of padding. A lot. And you don't really... So I was thinking about this, that, like, even in the good patches, there was padding. Like, I didn't mind running around the Fell Court of Troy because I absolutely love that place. But, like, we ran, like, back and forth and back and forth. There's all sorts of just, like, time dumps. And so you could very realistically, like, condense all of that into 3. So, like, you could have been done with 3. At, that 6.3, that is. And then do other stuff. But they could. I feel like they couldn't. Yeah, oh my god. That whole Norvrant, you gotta ask permission to use the Crystal Tower thing just threw me. Threw me, I'd forgotten. I was so ready, I was like, I had my fists up and ready to go after the ask permission to use the tower. What a load. But the yeah, so the wait between 6.4 and 6.5 was horrible. But, like, it wasn't much better just going right through it. You just weren't stewing over it forever. Really did just... You did... So we did 6... I think 6.3 was fine. For the most part. So, I mean,
it was mostly okay.
It was mostly okay, but, like, that's also where, like, there's a lot of faffing about, too. Because you're running around to try to fix the machine. I'm going through it in my head. Yeah. 6.1 really dragged. So this is something else. It's like every patch content had a drag on it. Because all of the what do we do with the money arc from 6.1 I had forgotten about. Probably because I was still pretty invested, but, like, going through it again, like, why are we doing this? Just give the money to the orphans. Fuck's sake. And then 6.2, there was a lot of mucking about, but the thing is that you were mucking about in the 13th, so, like, everything was cool and you wanted to be there. And then you're mucking about in 6.3 to running around the snow. I still like Zero as a character and what they did with her. It sort of lost its momentum by the time you got to 6.5, but, like, her character arc from, like, when you meet her in the Fell Court to her, like, turning into her own person was done really well.
Holy shit. Personal space.
Yeah, personal space. It's just that when you got to 6.5, then Zero was just, like, started to drink the Kool-Aid a little bit, and it was just, like reciting things rather than saying things that she believed, which sucked a little.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it didn't stick the landing, but as a character, she's absolutely rad. I still also absolutely love her domain and running around it. And it still sucks that you can't just go back there whenever you want.
It's kind of strange. They There's a lot of places like that. They do let you go back. There's like an NPC you can talk to, or a portal you can interact with to let you back in. But this one doesn't. They're just gone for good.
Yeah, so like if this patch content was the standard 3, or like even if it was 4 and then 0.5 or something else, I think it would have been better. Wouldn't have worn out its welcome the way it did. So yeah, this is also the end of Endwalker.
And the beginning of our trail into the dawn.
Yeah. So this means I have now played through all of the old stuff again. Which I'm really glad I did. And now there's a video record of it, so the good news is in another 2 years, when I forget half of this stuff, I can just dig up the relevant video and be like, what happened here? Oh yeah. Or if there's like a cool moment that I want to see again, I can just pull it up. Probably then hear me talking over it like a prick, which happens.
I'm gonna be honest. Like talking over cutscenes is fine because we've all already seen them.
Yeah. Yeah. I really hope that nobody is watching this for like wanting to experience it fresh.
If they want to experience French as well and we're talking over it, the text is at the bottom.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Just have a read, and everything will be fine.
Well,
I know gamers are not very literate. I get it, but
sometimes I've wondered is that if I could take a book that I want to read and I just put it in a game engine and have it be in a text box and read it 2 lines at a time when I read the book. Reading's good, people. Reading will always be good. I'll accept audiobooks as well. So.
Well, with that done, I mean, outside of the story, we had some great fights come out of this.
Yes.
I mean, the combat team has not fucked up in that regard. They have, and I'd argue they still haven't really. They've been still producing really good shit, as we will see when we get to Dawn Trail. But I don't know. They're not the story and the gameplay are. They're kind of like swapping hands. We'll see how the next expansion goes, I suppose. But
the trials have been exceptional. The dungeons, well, the bosses in the dungeons had some things going on. The larger issue of the larger issues of packs of mobs that are wasting your time is. I don't know if that's something they're going to be fixing in Vercold.
They can't.
I feel like the big shakeup is going to be the dynamic mode, and like it's not like they can't do more, but if they change too much, then it's just going to be weird. So they're going to do the dynamic mode thing, and then after the dynamic mode, maybe we could talk about how these dungeons need to do something different. If they change it, which
the thing is that we have to find a way to pad them out so they last about 10+ minutes on average.
Like
you can't have long bosses, which will cause bigger issues.
You can have interesting trash.
Yeah, you can.
The thing is that it is difficult.
It's difficult because you don't want to go too.
It's a fine line, yeah. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it can't be as difficult as the bosses, even though hot take, that is how you make interesting trash. It is.
The thing is, like nowadays, we know what stacks are, we know what spreads are, we know what all these things are. You can give mobs just like a little bit extra teeth attached to like have players do other things.
Yeah, so
it's like most players. Well, sorry, I'll keep rambling, but like most players at this point are expected to know a lot of the mechanics this game's already thrown at you. So why can't we do a little bit slightly more complicated things during trash pulls? Or some sort of, I don't know, it's like some way to like speed it up a bit. As weird as that is.
You can, yeah, like you don't need, it's like, you know, 2 packs in a wall, 2 packs in a wall in the boss. Like you can throw that out.
They actually have a good they have a good example of a boss that is a trash pull that can be made faster with an interesting method, because the 99 that dungeon, 98, 99, I can't remember, but you could put the Adamantoise to sleep, which prevents its massive AoE, which allows you to go in and out. So they know that they can do things like that in the game.
That is so I mean, little tweaks to dungeon design. Maybe they'll do that too. I'm not expecting it. It'd be great though. Like you don't have to. I'm not saying like you throw dungeons out, like the concept of it. Like you can, and not like also like don't make these weird ass set piece dungeons because then nobody's gonna want to do them. You just interesting trash can be done. But I don't think Vercolt's gonna have it. I think it's gonna be more 2 packs in a wall, 2 packs in a boss. Blow it out of your mind. I'm trying to think. The first dungeon in Dawn Trail, like you fight the first sets of packs on a set piece, which is like sort of an improvement that like at least it's interesting while you're doing it, even if it's the same thing, but not quite there. It's something. Or you have like you run into the mobs that are like the weird slime clones of you. So like they went into like spectacle, but it's still 2 mobs in the boss. And then like once the spectacle runs out, you're just like, we're still doing 2 mobs. I don't know. It's something. Going through the other dungeons in my mind now too. Alexandria was a lot of like story going on while. So like Alexandria did like narrative stuff with the dungeons. But it was still 2 packs of the boss, 2 packs of the boss. What else is there? Origenics? I don't think they did much in that space outside of the Adamantoise that you mentioned. And then there was name of the mountain dungeon. We beat up the dude at the top.
Mm-hmm. I know the dungeons based on descriptions.
Yeah.
I don't know the names.
Yeah, you beat the giant up at the top. That was that you forget about that dungeon because there's not much going on. It's a lot of a lot of like visual spectacle, but like there's nothing mechanical going on. They put effort into the fights, like the boss fights. They definitely whatever boss design group, like you had mentioned, like they're strong and they just stay strong. And they've not missed a step. Because Valigarmanda is a good fight. Seralja is a good fight. You get wrecked by those when you go into the Seward phase. There are moments like I still get my wires crossed and I get hit by things. Interphos is fine. I like how they threw in the chaos phase, which is like here's a bunch of stuff. Good luck, and somebody's gonna die. Yeah, that was all good. They did threaten to make experts more interesting, and then they sort of didn't. Well, are we still going up? Whoops, sorry. Well, sort of thinking about this whole journey we've been on now. It's 2 years. I think it was 260, 275 hours of stream content. 260 something. I looked that up. But we got there. The real
in the end.
Yeah, the real tell is going to be when I lose the sprout. I think you need to have played the game for 300 hours to lose the sprout, so there's a chance I don't actually lose it when we go into Dawn Trail. Now I have played on Viola in between streams. Primarily doing quickly doing side quests for Aether Currents and stuff like that, or just like managing my bags or things like that. Explicitly making sure not to do anything that would progress the story, which is very easy to do in this. Also explicitly using the controller at all times, which is the original challenge. The only times I've used mouse and keyboard with this game was to type a message, because you can't do that with a keyboard, or you can't do that with a controller, or to look at buffs. Specifically, like the role-playing buffs that I'm such a fan of, or just to read things that would be difficult or impossible to do with the controller. So that part was fun. Also proving that it is in fact viable. I mean, people already knew. I think some people run ultimates on controller. Like it's a known fact you can play this game with a controller.
Controller's pretty good. It's just for me personally, I desperately need the ability to move the camera around at an exact pace that I need it for.
Yes.
At any point. I'm very much camera focused player, so if I can't move this shit quickly, I'm
Yep, there is I think there will always be an advantage of the mouse and keyboard over the controller, but it's very possible. And there are some moments that the controller playing is very comfortable, particularly when all you're really doing is just hitting the A button to advance through dialogue, and you could just get a real good lean back going because you don't have to be over the computer. Oh, skip.
Speak to me and it will all end.
Unless you wonder about your passage to Toral, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you, a rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when the departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. I was very excited to get the Gleaner backpack, which I need to wear a little bit more. Meanwhile, in Limsa Lominsa.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose
Mericidia.
I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Meanwhile, in old Charlian.
see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
The fucking cheeky paper in front of mouth pose. Hurry on, Jay. Keep slaying.
Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
This was the beginning of the point of defense, by the way.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
Sacred says, staring directly into the camera.
Come, my friend. We make for Tyrrell.
We make for Tyrrell. I mean, what else do you do on the ship, I guess? It's me.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
I remember when Emmett spoiled all the coming expansion content.
If anybody is going to, I will allow it. We anchor now and the tide is high, and a dawn of a new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond and tread the gilded path beyond.
Hey, Viola, guess what? I heard something.
What did you hear?
There's a trip, a boat, right now. I know we just spoke a second ago.
Oh, yes. All right. So we have 994560 experience. Let's see it. Sun Chaser. Oh no! What are you doing? What are you doing? Showing me all this crap.
Spoilers.
Man, you can't do that.
I mean, you can. Remember, there's this weird thing that the Japanese don't mind. Like,
I know.
When you say the spoilers, they just don't want to be told how they got there, which is why they keep doing that. Square Enix needs to stop doing that, but they're gonna keep doing that.
Well, there it is. I can wear a knapsack whenever I want now. Next week I start Dancho. I want it to be a clean cut.
Boy.
I don't want to get into a cutscene and then immediately stop. I want the dive. No, you're a mender. So have a bit of a wander and then we'll cut it slightly early. I mean, it would have been a little bit more early, but I realized that we were basically done, so I sort of just padded for time a little bit. It's been done though. We've done it. Oh crap! It's Wuk Lamat.
Wuk Lamat?
Wuk Lamat. What are you doing? I'm not seeing a city of scholars having such impressive arms in their. I was expecting a city of scholars with such impressive arms in their stuff. Okay, that's not a bad. I don't know if I've ever seen her. Maybe I did. Maybe.
When did you finish? No, I know you were caught up by that.
Yeah, I was current.
Yeah, so maybe you just didn't see her.
I may not have just been in this area, or maybe I saw her and I was just like, oh cool, you're still here, and then I just moved on. Yeah, well, I ain't got anything else. We've done it. This is complete. 102 episodes from end to end.
It would have been 101. Actually, it would have been 100. It'd be a clean 100. But Flame died a few times, so.
Yeah, we so what I had gone through, what I could have done is dedicated another Saturday. So the reason that it was 102 and not like 110 is that, in particular, some of the Realm Reborn and Heavensward stuff, I did a big old 5-hour full Saturday episode in order to sort of just grind through some of it. So those are technically like double episodes. That's also why, even though I'm on 102, it's not like 200. It's not 255 hours. It's 260, 270 something. Actually, how do you figure out what your playtime is? Is slash played?
I think it's slash playtime. Yeah, slash playtime.
12 days, 23 hours, 8 minutes. Hang on. 12 times 24 plus 23. I'm over 300 hours. So, when I accept the Dawn Trail quest, theoretically, my sprout will fall off. I'm excited for that, actually. And next week, you get to watch it happen together. Might as well just call it. We're done here. I'm just... Like, beforehand, I was rambling. Now I'm stalling. Rambling's fine. That's what I do a lot of that. That's what you expect. Stalling, though, that's... Might as well just go do something else at that point. So yeah, Dawn Trail starts Wednesday. And it ends when we run out of things to complain about. Or praise, or talk about in earnest philosophical tones. I don't want to tilt my hand too much. Maybe there's good things about Dawn Trail that we can talk about. I mean, we did. I literally just did talk about good things. I don't know where I'm going with this bit.
Essentially, my gloves are off when we get in.
Oh my goodness. There's some... It's weird, like when we got into Heavensward, I was excited for Heavensward to sort of like let them like draw you in again. And then when we got into Stormblood, I was sort of excited because I was like, I want to hate this part and not hate this part. And then when you get into Shadowbringers, you're legitimately excited because it's Shadowbringers. And then you get into Endwalker and you're just excited because you're like, oh, this will be some good stuff. But it's a completely different energy going into Dawn Trail. Absolutely different range of emotions. Things that you love, things that you hate, things that you love to hate, things that you hate to hate, things that you hate to love. All swirled around. That Valigarmanda line still has me thrown.
Yeah, I was not prepared for that either.
I was ready for the nothing burger. I was just like, oh, it'll be fun. We get to be Wuk Lamat. I do stand by the fact that they gave her a really good introduction. And then just things happened. Wuk Lamat is a character. I'm game for her. And not like that. Well, like that. Well, never mind. She's a good character. She's a good character.
I think it's funny because you're the only one that thought of it that way.
Probably.
Self-report.
Look, you can't say it too loud, okay? Like if the other Hroth guys find out that I think Hroth girls are good too, they'll throw me out of the club. It'll be horrible. I'll be upset. Joke's on them though. I'll take the brain cell with me. Anyway, you can tell I'm out of things to talk about when we get into Hrothgar.